welcome back. We are going to play the demo of a game called Spill the Beans. Barista Beezy is back in town. Fun fact that nobody wants to know, I actually was a barista. That was my first ever job when I was almost 16.
Press V to enable text-to-speech and self.
Okay, but first and foremost, let's mess with the settings. We want full screen. That's good. I think we're pretty good with all this. Very exciting stuff. I actually loved working as a barista. Honestly, it's probably why I'm such a coffee fiend now. In my later years of life. But I really do love it. Okay, perfect. Save. Return. We're going to do a new game. You've done it. Against all odds, you've managed to pull off the heist. Your shaking, outstretched hands grab the cafe's secret recipe. As its power pulses through your body, your heart aches, your breath flutters, mere echoes of what was taken from you, what will soon be yours again. Ooh. Ooh. But at this crucial moment, you can't help but think of the other people in this cafe, the ones you're about to drag into a complicated criminal mess. You can only blame the scroll's influence for such inconvenient sympathies. Bum, bum, bum. If they were in your position, they'd do the same, wouldn't they? They'd know that after everything you'd been through, this was the only option left.
Ba 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 ba. Oh god.
People say that Artifice County is the most magical place there is. Yes, Artifice, where 100 years ago the world of spirits cracked the earth and spilled over into ours. But now, those spirits work 9 to 5s. Arcane power fuels cars and charges phones. This country, once the cradle of magic, has become as mundane as any other. An unmagical human like yourself, among shape-shifting sirens, carbon fiber constructs, and wizards, you're exceptional, exceptionally dull, and exceptionally underestimated. No matter how much you tried to fit in, to love this place and all its wonders, it never reciprocated. All it did was take. All it left you with was emptiness. Oh no. Is that what I look like in the morning before I had coffee? Right next to a cat butt? So why not take something back? Steal everything the county denied from you.
Oh god.
Fill that gnawing emptiness, then leave it behind forever. Luckily, you know what you need. And exactly where to find it.
What?
I think we're pulling off a robbery. A familiar
I'm not getting stealing.
kleptomania. They really did call me a powerless pleb, actually.
What?
A downtown cafe. Noteworthy only for its secret recipe locked tight in a back room. And conveniently enough, they're hiring. So desperately that they aren't asking for experience or background checks. All that's left is put together an application. Not that anything you say on it really matters. It rarely does. Okay, that hits too close to home with all the job applications that I've been applying to since October of last year.
Wait.
No. Oh no, we're back at it again.
Avatar right there. It says my name is BZ.
What do we want our last name to be?
Coat. Frappuccino. Frappuccino. Wait, did you just start this?
Destroy my enemies.
Mommy, did you just start this game?
Yeah, I did just start this game. Why?
I was just asking.
We finished the
Coffee.
other gun.
Coffee.
The other game.
It has to be tan.
Okay, look, I'm not that tan. We're unfortunately. Okay, but we are gonna play it.
Oh, wow. I think that looks good. Soft skills. Pickles. Just kidding. Customers.
What name did he pick? It's hidden. Oh, I put klepto. Look, you can see it over on the side right here.
Yes, my name is BZ Klepto.
I just put it in
Yeah.
since we're trying to steal.
What are you trying to steal?
The recipe.
The classic recipe. Just kidding. Phone number? No. Your phone number's no. That's not really obvious. I can actually see it. The coffee just spilled all over it.
I didn't even read that it was at a soft skill of just please. Oh, that's funny.
Look, I can actually see it.
That's coffee spilt all over it.
Fine,
You know, I could use some coffee right now. What do you think, Zach? Is your dad napping?
No.
Oh, no, he's awake. Okay. Oh, you're not going to.
Sorry.
Why does it sound like such a surprise? Oh, he's awake.
Well, because to be quite honest, I fully expected you to be napping on the couch.
Don't get me wrong, I'm freaking tired, but try not.
Anime lady says hi, Dad Bod. He said hello, anime lady.
I'm here too.
Yeah, Zach is here too. He really, really did not want you to forget about him.
Peace out.
Peace out? Like, what is that? This is how I know you're watching too many YouTube videos. Peace out. Like, what are you doing? All right. A few days later, you're face to face with a familiar. While its neighbors are all dust and drywall, its facade seems unbroken, even if the varnish is peeling at the edges. For a moment, nothing. Then you spot a silhouette in the window. It flicks on its neon sign to open before waving you over. You cross the street, repeating the details of your plan. You need to get in, get out, and for the smoothest possible getaway, try to find someone else to take the blame. But can you really do all those things without running into any complications? No, I have an older son who's 20. My oldest son is 20. And then I have a 14-year-old. And then we have a 7-year-old.
That's me right here.
That's you right there, yeah.
You can't see me, but I'm talking.
No, we can't see you, and I'm not turning the cam on because I did not brush my hair.
Yeah, that's nice.
It looks nice?
Yeah, it does.
You're so sweet. Good kiss. Oh, thank you.
Plus,
So,
I don't want to turn my long
pork is
hair.
still frozen solid?
Frozen solid.
Well, 20 minutes frozen solid, still frozen.
Uh-huh.
That means you can't put a sear on it, right? Like, manipulate how we do it? Like, we just throw it in there?
I mean, you can put a sear on it. It's just going to be weird, but it's not going to, like, hurt it.
I know. Well,
Yeah. No, we're not slow cookering it.
I mean, pressure.
Don't.
Yeah.
And then
Don't.
water, vinegar.
She's talking to.
And the seasonings.
She's talking to my dad.
Right down to the
So,
seasonings.
guys,
And then, you know, give it
Don't really
What was
just
that?
the
mind
seasonings,
what
salt, pepper,
they're talking about,
Garlic powder, onion powder,
but it's really just.
paprika, some sort of spice, whether it's chili powder, cayenne pepper. Not a ton of that though, because y'all are weaklings. Okay. Okay, I love you. Well, knowing him, he'd be like, okay, she said we need this, and he would dump in a lot, but he can't handle the heat. He don't like heat. Fine. He likes it, it doesn't like him. Regardless. We cannot be putting anything too spicy. I'm the only one who really likes the spicy. And to be honest, it don't like me either. I just don't care. The cafe laid bare before you is almost indistinguishable from the scant images you found online. There's nobody here. Mismatched chairs and royalty-free wall art, well kept but worn down. You don't get long to take it all in. A construct towering over 2 meters tall stops, wiping down the counter, turns to greet you. Oh. Ah, you must be Beezy. Great to finally meet you. Sorry. Terribly rude of me to not meet you at the door. Yeah, spicy foods don't like me, but to be honest, like, it is what it is. Ah,
I like spicy foods too.
you do. You try to say you don't like spicy food, but you do like spicy food.
I do. I like sriracha, like turbo mild sauce, and like chicken tacos. I do like chicken tacos. I don't like.
Yeah.
Let's just literally just bag it right here. It is like a mask.
Same with ice cream. A pint of ice cream used to mean nothing to me. Could eat an entire one in one sitting. Yeah, now I'm like, anime
have
ladies,
chocolate
same.
sauce.
I'm like maybe a quarter of a cup of ice cream.
We'd have
Unless it's like
chocolate
soft
sauce.
serve. Like soft serve ice cream I can still eat. Like a
Just-
kid size.
Isn't that a splash of this, right? Like,
Yeah, like 2 tablespoons
2 tablespoons of.
vinegar. Apple
Oh.
cider vinegar. It helps tenderize the meat when you pressure
okay.
cook it.
Okay, I get it now.
That way your pulled pork can like fall apart.
What?
What? Okay.
I pushed that fan on the way over there.
Oh, for the you're looking at the bar meters for sound and stuff? Okay.
Yeah, I.
Okay, but
I
that
pushed
doesn't
the
mean we
fan.
want to yell and like make it loud, okay?
What?
Because there's still somebody listening. So if you yell and you make the bar go all the way up to the red, like it's right in their ears.
Sorry, everybody. I'm just sorry that I did that.
It's fine. You're fine. But let's not do it on purpose, right?
I'm trying not to do that.
Do you want to read?
No.
Okay, well
I
then.
can read a little bit.
Okay, we'll read a little bit.
As she
Strides.
strides over the
Realize.
realize how old her
Vessel.
vessel must be. Have to no custom
Limbs.
limbs or wheels.
Decals.
Just one gray stone flowing
Flowering.
moss
Moss.
and that tiny blue bird nest on her shoulder.
I'm Sloan from the emails. Lovely to have you on board. Did you get here all right? I saw your address was uptown, and I know we're a wee bit out the way.
It probably goes downtown. Oh no. Okay, good.
No, it's fine. I just had to ban somebody.
I'm just literally just gonna watch now.
You're just gonna watch now? Get rid of the display capture so it's just game capture.
It's 10 to o'clock.
It's fine.
I really like when you stream.
You what?
I really like when you stream.
You like when I stream?
Yeah.
Why?
I put
I like
on
it.
steak /meat and I'll limit it to 2 hours.
Yeah.
I never really had that. Just go there.
Yeah, it's literally all, what you have to do because it caps out at 2 hours of pressure cooking, regardless. Yeah.
And coffee's
And you put water in there too, right? Yeah, because you have to be able to make steam.
okay, yeah. That's where the pressure comes
Okay.
from.
All right. I love you. Yes, stream more often. The child wants it. I mean, honestly, when I have a game that I really am down to play, I love streaming. But when I feel like I don't have a game that I really enjoy, I don't like streaming and feeling like I'm not enjoying myself while doing it. So what I really need is another game that I can like lose myself in. I'm gonna go grab a cup of coffee and my not really cookies, more like biscotti. Excuse me, you cannot be back behind here. And I will be right back. And we'll get back to this storyline of us working at this cafe to steal something.
Steal the secret crab recipe.
Oh, it's not the secret Krabby Patty recipe.
I'll let you say that, baby. I'm just saying that right now. I'm just. Set it. I'm literally just saying nothing right now. You hear right now is like the. I can't remember. Wait a minute. Oh! Mini swap cooler. Yeah, we have 2 swap coolers. One's in the living room that I'm watching on. How you doing?
Usually I wouldn't have a problem with it,
What are you doing? Okay, we had a whole conversation about this.
I wasn't talking. I wasn't touching anything.
You weren't touching anything? You were just talking to Anime Lady?
Yeah, I was just talking like that. I was
What's up, Doppel? Hey! That game you were playing yesterday looked weird as shit. I'm gonna be honest.
You made it.
I had no idea what the hell was going on.
You made it all the way to the red.
Yeah, that's fine.
Bend your ears.
Okay, go away. Go. That's enough. Thank you. Love you. Bye. Wow, that's crazy. Doppel, I'm just everyone. Wow, Anime Lady, Doppel just said that I'm not special. That's crazy.
I don't know who that would be. Wrong.
You don't remember Jay? Bald-headed Jay?
Wrong.
Doppel was about to have a breakdown into like 20 minutes before the end of stream. I was watching him get his ass beat by little crabs hitting it from the back. If I'm being honest. Anime Lady, we're gonna have to do a late night stream one night because I got this key for this game called an Organizer. And it's gonna be a late night stream, you know what I'm saying? Jay, who are you hollering at? What do you mean, hello? Hello? Are you good? Yeah, we have to organize the best orgies. They said that there is no nudity or anything like that. You're just going off of you're placing people together based on interest and what they're looking for. And then they said if you want nudity, you have to buy the DLC. And like I said, this is a free game key that I got that I'm gonna try out the game. But it just cracked me up. I was like, I'm gonna play this for Anime Lady. Me and Anime Lady gonna have a late night stream. Yeah, that's, yes. That's exactly what it is. At first I thought it said organizer and I was like, what is what is this game, organizer? And then I go and look and it's like, make the best times for everybody. I said, oh, that says organizer. When I tell you I was in a Discord with Sadie, I was dying. We were laughing so hard. I was like, what the hell is this? And then I went, you know what? This may be my calling. I may be amazing at this. You don't know. I don't know. Mm-hmm. Oh, the bird is Adam. Okay. Oh, I have to pick my responses. Okay. I don't usually play games like this. We want her to like me. Till I steal from them. Oh. We have power problems? Oh, no. We have pastries in the oven, delivery after. Oh, I have a uniform? Ooh. It smells good, like apricots. I'll say this now. Sorry about the fit. Oh, okay. She didn't like my application. Girl, you and every job that I've applied to recently. So it's fine. Maybe one of these days I'll work on it. Why don't you pop into the office while I grab these? Fred, your manager, should say ought to be ready. Big gray door on the right. Okay. Oh, we're meeting Fred. Oh, good God. This office is crazy. You ease the door open. No one greets you. Your eyes are immediately drawn to the safe that occupies a quarter of the room. You knew the recipe was protected, but not like this. The safe looks like it was taken from a set of a heist movie. It should be locking up gold bars instead of, what, a recipe for coffee? But as you run a hand across the surface, wondering just how you're going to crack it open, there's a rustle nearby. You snap upright with a bolt of unbidden adrenaline. Like a dragon emerging from its hoard, a tiny gold-eyed tuxedo cat rouses from a pet bed on top of the safe. He blinks, sickly, then suddenly glares at you, fur on end, eyes aglow. Don't touch my... Ooh. Well, he doesn't want you touching his things. He spits the words at you like darts, light, crackling through his panicked eyes. The air in the room starts getting heavier as if brewing into a thundercloud. Who sent you? If you think you're going to best me in my own domain, then wait, you're the new hire, aren't you?
Don't. I like how you asked, but you asked it as if you
Oh,
already asked me twice.
from a whore.
Okay.
You know, it's that California accent of like not pronouncing all of my letters all the way. Horde. Horde. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Quick as a power cut, the light in his eyes blinks out and the pressure lifts with it. The cat sighs, leaping smoothly from the safe to the desk. Sorry, that was unprofessional of me. I'm Fred. Welcome to the familiar. Good to have you on board. Well, given the terrifying magic and the talking, he's not a cat. He's a demon bound to the form of a beast. Familiar, in other words. That's the last time I'm pulling an all-nighter on admin. You're lucky to still be young, human, because after the first century, things get... Sloan wanted you onboarded, right? We have one main rule. Do everything you can to show the economists types this place isn't a bad idea. More than fire safety drills, we need drive and spite. So that's what I expect from you. Are we clear? Of course I did. I was up all night doing your paperwork. Not my fault the county wants to know every little thing down to tax codes and full legal names, but I did it anyways because of you. We aren't a happy little family here. We're just hard workers. This isn't going to work if you aren't prepared to work just as hard as me and Sloan. As if on cue, Sloan enters the office, a kettle of boiling water in one hand and a packet of coffee in the other. She starts mixing the two in a mug on Fred's desk. Good morning, Fred. Everything all right in here? Thought I heard a bit of shouting. Oh, you heard that, huh? Walls are thinner than I thought. I've just been giving... Fred quickly squints at your name tag. Giving BZ the lowdown on the familiar. Our history, what we do, all the good stuff. Sloan gazes at Fred, tracing the tiredness in his eyes. Her smile dims a little. Oh, that's nice. I can join you now if you'd like. We can go over the finer details together. If you've got time, by all means. With firm movement, Sloan puts the kettle down and closes the door behind her. Fred's eyes lock onto your name tag again as he reads it under his breath. So, BZ, let's get down to business. We're open 8 to 5 most days, but your shift goes 30 minutes longer at the end for closing. Anything after that is overtime. I can give you the forms. Aprons go on the hooks in the kitchen. If anything gets spilled on it, don't be afraid to excuse yourself and replace it as soon as you can. Oh, and if you are going to excuse yourself, and it goes. And on it goes. Sloan and Fred don't speak to you as two different people, but as two halves of one business. Efficient, organized, and trusting one another as best they can. That should be most of it. I'll be with you at the counter for your training, so don't hesitate to ask me any questions. She cuts off again by her phone. Oh, excuse me, Dave. Hiya, Sloan. Just unloading the van out back, so there's your heads up. Thanks, Dave. I'll be right there. I should be off. Need to give my signature for the deliveries. Thanks again, Fred. Oh, BZ, before you join her, I'm sure you've heard about our recipe. God knows. Gods know it's all the newspapers ever care about. But it's not so much a set of instructions as it is, well, I won't get too arcane with you. It's more of a background thing, like the internet. You can use that, right? Point being, even if you don't see it, it'll still be working its magic back here. In a drill-proof, bomb-proof, 6-gauge safe, which only me and Sloan can open. Also, I cursed it. Oh my god, I cursed it. It's cursed. I put a curse on it. Touch it. Find out what happens. 10 out of 10. Do we want to increase Fred's mood to make him a better ally? Do we want to increase Fred's suspicion of Sloane? Or create an opportunity for Fred to act suspiciously in front of others? Choices. I think we want him to act suspiciously in front of others. I like Sloane. Sloane's gonna be our alibi. He couldn't even remember our name. Sloane remembered our name and was excited to see us. Well, sometimes I need to summon something from inside without opening the door, but I guess someone else could, I'll double check that it's not a problem. But not because of you. This is my field, all right? He looks back at the veritable vault behind him as if checking that it's still there. Can never be too careful with these things, especially in this economy. I mean, wasn't it just last week that Raphael Hendricks wrote off his beauty store chain? It's inspirational how these CEOs act. Expanding isn't easy. I mean, ideally, we'd have an accountant, a consultant, another chef, but we've got you! So I hope you take your responsibilities seriously. Especially with our regulars. Ugh, you'll meet them soon enough. You should catch up with Sloane. Anything you need, I'll be back here going over these papers. As you leave the office, Fred paws a single sheet of paper from the files on his desk. Even upside down, you recognize it as your CV. Not a moment after you enter the kitchen, someone waves at you from the back door. In the doorway, next to Sloane, is a uniformed courier. A human just as unremarkable as you. A precarious stack of cardboard boxes wobbles threatening behind him. Say, you're busy, aren't you? Sloane was just telling me all about you. All good things, I promise. Mostly good. Dave gives Sloane a package and gives you a conspiratorial eyebrow waggle. He pauses to take a long breath inward through his nose. Ooh, is that apricot? So you did go for the new recipe. Fred must have taken some convincing. Oh, I'm just trying it out. We'll see how they sell first. Hey, if I come by once I'm off work, that's one customer right there. Guaranteed. Sloane breaks away to put each package in its rightful place. Dave looks at you, eyes glistening. Hey, BZ. Have a good first day, yeah? He might not be here for it, but if all goes well, today's going to be good. That's the spirit. A cutie flirting with us? I mean, Dave looking a little scruffy, Mr. Delivery Man, but, you know, I never pass up the opportunity to flirt with somebody. In a game, of course. Definitely in a game. That man's not paying attention. He is watching wrestling. He is so very unconcerned with what I'm doing. Yes, I'm flirting with Dave, the delivery man. He's got a couple of bigger things for me in the back. BZ, I'm so sorry about Fred. I know he must have overslept today. That's on me. You notice her hands are balled into fists, one so tight that even the stone starts to buckle. I just wanted your first date to be easy, but oh well, let's get you behind the counter, shall we? I mean, no, it's still way too early in the day. That's going to be a game that I need to have, like, the kids in bed for. There won't be time to take you through all the machines, so let's just fill the drip maker. I keep the house roast down here. She effortlessly pulls open a burlap sack of beans, scooping them into the grinder. As you pulverize them, the aroma of coffee fills your lungs like a cloud of bitter smoke. Today's been all over the shop, hasn't it? We should get a wee moment to breathe now. Only one customer comes in this early, and they don't do Mondays. I'll introduce you tomorrow. Sloane smiles, the stone wrinkling around her eyes, and it dawns on you. This is beginning to feel like a real job. Just as you finish that thought, the front door swings wide open and your first customer skips inside. You spot at least it's Sadie! You spot at least 4 shades of pink in their outfit. Pink fingernails, pink sun hat, lipstick, backpack. That dress must be bespoke too. Pricey. Everybody, it's my good friend Sadie. Hey girl, hey! Look at my bestie. I'm about to message her on Discord, actually. Not you clipped it. As they draw close, though, you spot pointed fangs in their cheery smile and deep red eyes behind their tinted glasses. A vampire. I'm gonna post that right in Discord. Sadie, you have to check out this link. Oh, you're live. Yeah. I had a couple of games that I wanted to play to fulfill some obligations. You know what I'm saying? Good morning, Sloan. Oh, I spoke too soon. Morning. Before you order, this is BZ, our new barista. Oh, so you're finally upscaling. You know, I saw some prime real estate going for cheap on Moonbow if expansion's on your mind. Slow down. We're not taking over the industry just yet. The vampire looks as though they have more to say, words bubbling just beneath the surface, but settles on a pout. BZ, this is... I'm Jessie with an IE. This is not Jessie, just so we're very clear. This is Sadie. Jessie's eyes swivel to you with abundant curiosity. Your apron's so big. I'm more for tailored fits myself, but I know that baggy looks have been catching on lately. Draws a focus to the wearer being separate from their clothes. Oh no, it's nothing like that, just a supply chain issue. What'll it be this time, Jessie? Hot chocolate, please, and I'll have it with whipped cream, nutmeg, caramel, marshmallows. Wait, will that fit? Marshmallows, then whipped cream, then caramel, and the rest. But what if I got cookies too? Give me one with everything, and 2 chocolate chip cookies, please. Sloane's already off to one side, rifling through her arsenal of ingredients. Meanwhile, Jessie brandishes a pink bat-styled mug from their satchel, placing it on the counter as their eyes flick back to you. Even if Sloane and Friend aren't aiming for world domination yet, yours still on the front line of their expansion plans. They're investing a lot of trust in you. So tell me, do you feel like a good investment? How far are you willing to go to succeed? The vampire peers deep into your eyes, then nods as if confirming a suspicion they had. Good! So, Jessie, what brings you here on this lovely Monday morning? Are you trying out a new schedule? Oh no, much more exciting than that. I've got a meeting with the board after this, so I came here to prepare. It'll go much smoother with something sweet. Ah, for your infamous internship, how is your family treating you then? About as well as usual. Trust me, I'd rather be here to help the familiar. But then Fred's just like everyone else. He sees my last name is Hendricks and thinks I'm some sorceress corporate spy out to suck the proverbial blood from his business. Of course, the Hendrickses, rich, powerful, and most troubling for you, magically talented. Jessie looks at you, anticipating your judgment with a flat smile. This probably is more vivid than anyone doing espionage would want, but who knows? Maybe that's just what a spy would say. Try not to let your family get you down, Jessie. You'll get your chance to prove yourself someday. Well, if all goes according to plan, that chance should come today. Fingers crossed. Sloane passes Jessie's now full mug across the counter. By some miracle of physics, it hasn't spilled over yet. Maybe this was a bit ambitious. But if I use a cookie to scoop up the cream and let the marshmallow melt, I can finish it in 30 minutes. Thank you, Sloane and Beezy. Jessie swipes their card, then their mug, making a beeline for a booth seat before the payment even goes through. They assemble their workstation in mere seconds. A sheaf of papers, a stack of textbooks, and predictably pink laptop. The mug stands vigilantly at a safe distance. Jessie was a surprise. But at least they're a nice one. I'm just grateful they didn't come in at the same time as... Before she can finish, the front door swings open and a siren rolls into the room. She's wearing a sleeveless orange turtleneck, a magnolia-covered jacket that's relaxing on her shoulders, and a perfectly photogenic smile that doesn't quite reach her eyes. Hello, the familiar. It's a perfect day for my long overdue review, don't you think? You have to forgive me. I came straight here for my morning swim. I must look a mess. She runs one hand through a river of glossy, pale hair parted by immaculate side cut. That's cute. And raises a smartphone with the other, flourishing it like a paper fan. Don't worry, Beezy, I'll handle this. Jessie shrinks back, arranging their books into a makeshift wall. It seems to work. The siren glides over towards the counter, not noticing them at all. Now, Sloane, I know you very well, of course, but for the benefit of both me and my adoring fans, who is this? Oh, I didn't know you'd be coming. This is... But the siren's already staring at your name tag, trying to preempt Sloane's introduction. So that's how you spell Beezy. Enchanté. Alexandra Agros, pleasure to make your acquaintance. You don't happen to have a Grimoire account, do you, BZ? I'd love to give you proper credit in my post. How about a drink first before anything goes on to that internet page of yours? Okay, so she's a blogger. Quite right, Sloan. I'm getting ahead of myself. Could I have? She clears her throat and straightens her back. A blue sea salt caramel frappe with soy milk, non-dairy whipped cream on top, plus a little of that raspberry chocolate powder would be lovely. Thank you so much. I love the thank you so much is one word. I should have everything. Let me check the back first. BZ, could you grab a plastic cup for that? Lids are on the bottom left cupboard. Wait, do you have any of those little fish cookie? Ah, she's gone. In the silence, Alexandra's smile slides off her face. She sighs sharply through her nose. Are you all right? I know this whole song and dance can be quite overwhelming if you aren't prepared, but then you don't know who I am anyway, do you? Ah, that would make sense. Thanks for getting it out of the way. I hope I made a good first impression for whatever that's worth. Oh, she fake. Yeah. Sloan returns, hands full of yet more ingredients. You hand her a cup and she starts filling it with dubiously blue syrup. Should I expect your fans to start ordering these frappes in the hundreds? I'm not sure they're on theme anymore. Oh, I wouldn't worry about that. The drink's just to showcase how skilled you are at your craft. It's aesthetic. That's what the audience really wants. Alexandra plucks the card reader from the counter with a sly smile, passes her phone across, and hands it back with a wink. There's a 30% tip attached. Okay, but we like her. She tipped at 30%. Hey, girl, hey. Would love that. Thank you. Made her one drink. You'd know better than me about the social media stuff. Sloan, BZ, trust me, you've got a wonderful, cozy place here. What's not to love? Those donuts? Those menus? Right? Alexandra turns around to gesture at the cafe, and her eyes finally land on Jessie. Her voice freezes in her throat. Jess? Eek! Oh no, Jessie. Hey, Alex, I didn't know you were coming today. It was on my page. Perhaps I should have dropped you a message. Sorry. Do you... Oh, is there tension here? Is there... Anime lady, are you... Anime lady, are you picking up on some tension? Could we cut this? Could we cut this with a spoon? Because it's so thick. I know. Sadie made a cute little bat. Look at her. With a little pink ribbon. Sloan puts the finished frappe to one side, pushing past you to tend to the transformed Jessie. Alexandra squeaks a little closer to you. I'm sorry, BZ, truly. Drama's the last thing I'd want to bring into this establishment, or to Jessie. She plucks the frappe from the counter. You're not sure how anything that color could taste any better than tolerable. I know when I'm not wanted, I'll just snap a few photos, then be on my merry way. The lighting's not ideal, but I can fix it in post. Thank you. I'll spare you the messy details, but needless to say, it didn't end well. Not that there was much of an ending to speak of, really. With a final smile, Alexandra takes her drink to the cafe's centermost table, posing it like an art exhibit. Jessie, still a bat, keeps staring at her, but she doesn't look back. With an exhaustive puff of smoke, Jessie returns to their original form and slumps into their seat, eyes wandering to the crescent moon bracelet on their wrist. Sloan returns after confirming they're okay. Sorry, I didn't think. Yeah, both of them at once can be a wee bit complicated. They used to. She's cut off by the sound of a motorbike revving down the street, heralding the arrival of your third customer. No, we wanted the juicy details. Hello? Anime lady. Disgusted. Ooh, this person is a first, even for you. Someone whose body lacks everything but a skeleton. You don't know any kind of magic that can make that work. Skinless, fleshless, sigilless. Although he does have hair, which you're pretty sure isn't a type of bone. A stiff, dark brown pompadour that props up a pair of sunglasses. Grudge? Grudge, hey, how's it going? I feel like I've barely seen you since ArtCon. Did he just walk by both of them? Oh. Girl, maybe we don't steal this recipe. Maybe we just sit in this cafe a drama. It feels like something, right? Did he just ice out our Sadie? I think he might have. Look at her face. He reaches the counter undeterred. You're waiting for Sloane to address him like the other, but she's just staring, locked in place. Huh. So you're the new barista. Good job on making it this far. Makes you one of the best, don't it? Ain't just the coffee you brew, it's your resolve. Can I, can we take your order? Yeah, resolve. Let me tell you, I know your type and I know you're up to something. I can feel it in my, I can feel it. Sloane, I would like to order. Thank you kindly. Let's put your new barista to the test. I'll have a coffee, a black coffee. From the pot. Doesn't have to be, yeah. I think we might, Sloane's eyes bounce between his skull and the coffee pot on the counter. BC, why don't you handle this one? It'll be good for your training. Seems like she isn't going to budge. You grab a cup and start pouring. Wait, what's her name? Beezy? Okay, I think I got it. Beezy, so that's to be the name of my nemesis. My nemesis? Sir, what? My nemesis? I'm Grudge Knuckles, and you best remember it. Even if Frederick gave you this job instead of me, there's bound to be cracks in your meticulous facade. Excuse me? Your coffee making halts at this revelation. He had a whole rant prepared. Just because you got this job with an application like that? Ah, that's hitting me in my non-existent heart. You're gonna make a fine nemesis, that's for sure, much as it pains me physically. You present the now full cup to Grudge. He daintily drops in a sugar cube, then stirs the coffee with a bone-like spoon, which he apparently just had loose in one of his pockets. Huh. Nice try, Beezy, but I know coffee when I see it. There's no way this... He puts it to his jawbone and takes a delicate sip. The liquid seems to vanish as soon as it enters his mouth. It's... Damn it, it's just like usual. How'd she get it right so quick? So bitter, yet so energizing. Fine, I'll hand it to you, Beezy. Looks like you're real lucky. That's a decent cup of coffee, but beware, I'm watching you. He takes the cup and spins dramatically away from the counter. It's then that he finally spots Jessie. Sadie! Grudge! They immediately hug. It's so good to see you. Why didn't you pipe up earlier? I was waiting for you to finish. It sounded like you had a lot to get off your chest. Oh, yeah, you heard that? Sorry, it was just a personal... It doesn't matter. How's your job going? I could tell you, but I've not got long. Are you sure you don't want something with your coffee? Sloane's made some great cookies today, and I'd be happy to buy... Oh, no. Shouldn't give my nemesis the satisfaction. Not after walking away all conclusively like I just did. Grudge, you haven't even paid yet. And I admire your candor, but are you sure Beezy's your nemesis and not Fred? Fred's a real villain, that's true, but a nemesis, that's different. Gotta be personal. But you don't know who Beezy is yet. Maybe start with a rivalry as practice? A rival, eh? Having a lovely time at... No, I used lovely last time. They'll think that's insincere. Ugh, what if I... Oh, I almost forgot. Alex, how you doing? All good over there? Oh, Greggy, I didn't see you come in. How have you been? Well, it's funny you're here, actually. There was something I wanted to... I'll just talk to you later. You too, Jess, if you're busy. Sorry, I should pay for this. Grudge sheepishly returns to the counter, hands fishing through his jacket pockets for some loose coins. Well, I'm back. Got too caught up in the whole confrontation to give you your money, even if most of it's going straight into Fred's pockets. Ugh. But I'll say this, I'm practically a coffee detective and I'm detecting something odd about you. As long as I come here, I'm gonna do my damnedest to figure out what. Ignore me? Why would she? Nah, don't be sowing seeds of doubt in me, Beezy. She's just busy, that's all. Without another word, he perches on a stool by one of the cafe's front windows. Over his shoulder, Alexandra and Jessie swap looks of confused concern. Good job, Beezy. Now would be a good moment to put his purchase into the register. As she's halfway through showing you how to work the cash register, you turn to see Fred jump up on the counter next to you. Surprise! It's me. Things had to be fine out here or else. He surveys the regulars in the cafe with no small amount of scorn. Sloan, why don't you come with me for a moment? Been meaning to have a chat. But we still need to... Sloan looks forlornly at the pile of coins Grudge left. Even at a glance, you can tell it covers the price of the drink and then some. This might be your last chance to sow suspicion before you execute your plan. Better choose wisely. Dun, 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 dun. I'll deal with this. Take 5, Sloan. Sloan nods, clearly grateful for this brief reprieve. As silence returns to the room, so too does your opportunity. But you can't help but overhear Fred and Sloane's hushed conversation in the kitchen. I'm just saying, if our best regulars keep bringing their drama here, no one else is going to want to stay. With a sigh, Sloane leans against the kitchen island, the full weight of this morning's event seemingly to suddenly sit on her shoulders. They're good, reliable customers, and sure, things have been tricky, but we've got Beezy now. With a little hard work, we can turn this around. Besides, aren't there enough names on your board of bands already? Let's not add any more while we're going through a rough patch. Boy, you finna put me to sleep, smooth voice reading ass. I know, this is very unlike the DVD streams where I'm just screaming and people couldn't fall asleep to it if they fucking tried. Yeah, but I figured, look, what if Anime Lady is like doing stuff and my girl can't read and I'm just clicking things, you know? I have to read my story to my, to my VIP. I was like, hold on, who's reading in my ear? Not you, forgot you were in here, Jay. You missed it. We found Sadie in the game too. Didn't we, Anime Lady? Doing homework? What are you, back in school? Did you go back to school for a degree? Stop. It'll go to my head, Jay. Good shit. That's awesome. She side-eyed the corkboard near the walk-in fridge. There must be at least 24 names on there, each marked with a reason for ban in vindictive felt tip. I know, you're right. It's just, I mean, I haven't even cast an anti-summoning ward on this place. Not exactly a recipe for success. I did want to talk to you about our recipe, actually. You know, since we've got a new hire, and can we just deal with one thing at a time? First priority is cutting down costs. Now, I noticed the price of algae extract for that blue drink got hiked up, and I figured, my nerves are a mess. I should just cast that word. I'll be out front. What are you doing now, Fred? A sudden knock on the back door stops her from following after Fred. Oh, Dave's back. Let's deal with that first, one thing at a time. Mumbling to himself, Fred assumes a position at the very center of the cafe. That storm cloud feeling starts to rise again as he begins his spellcraft. Okay, but Jay, am I wrong? But am I wrong? Where is the lie? Where is the lie? I feel like we're in a hospital. While Fred's presence draws a little attention, you start rifling through your bag, making sure you can take any opportunity to launch the heist. At the sound of Fred's chanting, Jesse looks up from their work and gives Grudge a baffled shrug. Grudge moves over to them just as confused. Jess, what kind of spell is that? Judging from the symbols, it looks like an anti-summoning ward? Odd. Why would he want to stop anyone from getting in? Or for that matter, why would he want to stop folks from getting out? In the background, Alexandra tries her best to get a clear shot of her drink, but Fred is perched in the way. Freddie, darling, you wouldn't mind scooching a little to the right, would you, since you didn't consent to any photos, and I'd like to respect that. Freddie, Alexandra, I've got bigger things to worry about than photographs right now. I'm addressing a security concern in case you hadn't noticed. Bigger things? What bigger things, Fred? We're all you got. Maybe start acting like it. Gretch, maybe don't. Not another fight. It's then that Sloane joins you in the main room, dusting her hands clean from Dave's latest packages. Finally, Fred, are you doing all right? Sloane stands still at the sight of Grudge and Fred's stare down. She gazes into his hollow sockets. Does Sloane have the hots for Fred? Or for Grudge? Let's not fight today. We can be reasonable, can't we? No. Not Grudge literally just said no. No, we can't be reasonable. Meh. We've got a new hire today, and if this is the impression we're giving her, well, maybe that's good. Sure as shit, it's honest. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'll be finishing that spell now without any more interruptions. Fred continues pushing the spell towards completion as you, coiled like a spring, wait for the exact right moment to strike. Even with such a prominent distraction, you know success isn't assured. Just as Fred's magic ripples out into the cafe, you take the brief moment afforded by the spell to launch into your plan. It's a slim distraction, but it's enough, and you aren't going to get a better chance than right now. You reach into your bag, and in an instant, all the light and sound is sucked from the room. The sounds of panic are quickly quelled by the magic now pulsing from your Cozy Co sleep-tight blackout blanket. Even in the silent darkness, you won't have long before everyone gets a sense of their surroundings. But you've been over this plan too many times to fail now. Having said that, you're still wearing a very large apron, which could be an impediment to said plan. What to do? Deciding that it'll be too much hassle to remove, you press on, aproned. Step 1. Take 3 steps into the kitchen, then 6 steps to the right. You paw for the door handle and slip into the office. Try not to trip over your oversized apron. Step 2. 1, 2, 3 steps and you feel the cool surface of the safe against your fingers. Step 3. Reach into your bag and give your can of Curse Be Gone a shake. A few sprays on the safe and the wards are already flaking off. Fred never considered such a direct approach. But there's something else, a sound cutting through the silence, crackling like lightning. Fred's casting a counterspell, albeit slowly thanks to you wasting his time on that anti-teleporting ward. Step 4, spin the wheel and heave the safe door open. Feel around inside until you've done it. Against all odds, you've managed to pull off the heist with only a slim window of opportunity too. Your shaking, outstretched hands grabs the cafe's secret recipe before stuffing it into the tiny pocket dimension of your teleporter lunchbox. But at this crucial moment, you can't help but think of the other people in the cafe and who, if anyone, you should try to pin this on. You exhale, but the sound, though faint, is starting to return. Fred's counterspell is gaining energy. Even if you put all your weight on the safe door, you wouldn't have time to close it properly. The best you can do is return as quickly and quietly as you can. As you take careful steps back to the counter, you try your best to control your breathing, to not let the exhilaration show. It's been so long. But as you reach the counter, your foot catches the edge of your apron. You trip as the darkness finally dissipates, an unwelcome reminder that you're not safe yet. You've got to find an exit in the ensuing chaos without arousing suspicion somehow. As the silent darkness lifts from the cafe, the first thing you see is Fred bounding through the kitchen, crashing through the cat flap to the office. Is everyone okay in here? No one's hurt? Sloane catches you as you regain your balance, saving you from toppling over onto the counter. Oh, Beezy, be careful. The light must be disoriented. Just take a moment. What was that exactly? Blackouts don't usually come with spontaneous hearing loss. Is it possible with light and sound enhancements? But it's rare enchantments. Not enhancements, enchantments. They're so dramatic. Did Fred's spell backfire somehow? Jesse, we don't have any enchantments like that. This wasn't planned. The plot thickens. Wait, where'd Fred go? Before anyone can move, Fred rushes back into the room. Nobody leaves! His eyes crackle gold and chains of light fly across the cafe. The front door, the windows, the back door, no exits are spared. We can do this the easy way or the hard way, understand? And if you aren't going to turn yourself in, I'll just root you out myself. What? I'm sorry, but what just happened is your business. I'm not missing my meeting. I'm sure you have a plan, Frederick, but is it really necessary to trap us inside your lovely cafe? If you wanted us to stay, you didn't have to do that. What are you accusing of us as exactly? Sitting perfectly still while you mess up some spell? Fred, what's going on? While the lights were out, someone went into my office and somehow opened the safe, which means one of the people in this room has stolen our secret recipe. It's as if the whole room flinches. Suddenly, everyone's looking at everyone else, wide-eyed, searching their faces for the slightest trace of an answer. Jesse seems to be evaluating everyone in turn, but their piercing red eyes burrow into Fred for the longest. Grudge, who eyed you so suspiciously before, briefly turns his attention to Alexandra. Most importantly, however, no one seems to regard you for very long. That means, no, this is fine. We can deal with it. It's all right. As unfortunate as this is, I do have a meeting to attend, and I'd rather not get caught up in this. Ha! Good luck getting past my magic. I might only be a familiar, but I promise you, if you try to leave, you'll regret it. Jesse's eyes flicker across Fred's barrier, prying for any weaknesses in the spellcraft. Frederick, please. I understand that you're stressed, but it'll be easier to figure this out if we aren't in a locked room, won't it? Yeah, and do you know it's just one thief? It's a conspiracy of all of us finally getting our revenge? We don't have to act like vigilantes. I'll just call the police and enough. This place is sealed and nobody leaves till we find our thief. Thief, singular, Grudge. Because if it was any more, you might have actually succeeded. As for the ACPD, Sloan, fine. I'll call them. I'm betting they'll take their sweet taxpayer-funded time getting here, then label this as unsolvable. But I'm not risking anyone making a break for it in the meantime, so we're gonna sit here like adults and get our facts straight, understand? Now, did anyone notice anybody acting strange? Anything suspicious at all? Might get this over with faster if you fess up now. The room exchanges uncomfortable glances before someone pipes up. Well, Fred, you were casting an anti-summoning ward, weren't you? That tells me you were expecting something like this to happen, already blocking off avenues of escape. Yeah, it's Sadie! The cat is rude as hell. Well, the cat is actually a demon. Trapped in a cat body. If I'm reading everything correctly. You really didn't explain what you were doing, Fred. Can't blame us for worrying. Hey, I'm the one who just got robbed. I was right to cast that. Beezy's the one who suggested it. Well, great start, everybody. At this rate, we'll have our recipe back within the next 1,000 years. Wait, are we really ignoring the fact that Fred is the only one of us acting suspicious? Ugh, there's no use trusting anyone here, is there? I know these stories go. You've all got some kind of motive. Jesse, the heir to a powerful family with something to prove. There's always one. That doesn't mean anything. You're the one who stopped us from leaving twice. Alexandra, our femme fatale, though she hasn't killed anyone, probably. Femme fatale? Darling, I'm not the one with demonic magic. Grudge, the obvious suspect, too obvious even, but I'm not ruling anything out yet. Now you're just deflecting. Why'd you not tell us what spell you were casting? Sloan, the one you'd least expect. The one you'd least expect, maybe. Which brings us to our final suspect, Beezy. Your breath can't help but flutter as everyone's eyes suddenly turn on you. Well, I've got my eye on you too, but she'd have to be swimming in artifacts to pull that off, so pretty sure she's in the clear. So that's why she's gonna find out who really did this, and everyone's going to be very polite and answer all her questions. Me? What? Wait, she's the detective? I would have been perfect for this job. Although playing sidekick to Fred, yeah, bullet dodged. Fred, you know me. You don't seriously think I could have done this, do you? This is, can we all stop shouting for a moment? Please, please? This is a waste of everyone's time. As soon as I can, I'm leaving. Don't try to stop me. I'm with you there, Jess. Although I wouldn't mind knowing who really did it. Fred, I know you're panicking right now, but we shouldn't do anything rash. These are our customers. This is Beezy's first day. Why would we? Her rising voice is broken by a ringtone. She stops with a flinch, putting the call on speaker. Hey, Dave. Hey, Sloan. Got my very last packages out back, but there's these gold chains on the door. I think it's stuck. You okay in there? Yes, I'm fine. We're just dealing with a burglary. I'll give you the details in a second at the door. Oh, one of these days, huh? Is Beezy all right at least? Oh, oh my goodness. We made such an impression on Dave. Not in the midst of a burglary. Dave is worried about us. He said, is Beezy all right? At least? Concern. Dave loves us. Confirmed. Absolutely confirmed. Good question. Fred's just asked her to interrogate us. Look, I know it's unorthodox, but we all need that recipe. This is our best option for the cafe. For the cafe, I always knew you hated your customers, but this just confirms it. No grudge, just you. Can we please not fight already? We're not gonna solve whatever this is by shouting. Yeah, it's getting a little bit loud over the speaker. Beezy, what do you actually want to do? If I'm getting paid either way, I might as well. Let's all calm down. We're on the same side. I don't know. This is a pretty bad first day. I feel like we should be like, I don't know. This is a pretty bad first day. You don't think anyone here besides Sloan appreciated the reminder? Exactly. No one wanted things to turn out this way. We all agree on that, but we can still make it better. Hey, when I told you have a good first day, did I jinx it? My bad. Look, are we doing this or not, Beezy? No matter how strange Fred's idea might be, it could put you in a better position until you can make your getaway. Time to lean on the scapegoat part of your plan. So as he starts bounding into the kitchen, you shrug and go along with him. Sloan finishes her call with Dave before following with heavy footsteps. Silence takes the space you leave behind. Do you want to talk about any of that? Just relax for a minute, Sloan. I'm going to check for clues in my office. Bees, you join me in a minute. Clues? I didn't hire a detective, but here we are. If there's anything I can do to help, please just ask. Oh, me too. Not sure there's much I can offer besides moral support, but you know, I thought I'd say can't leave till the delivery's done is all. Thanks, Dave. I think we could use the support while this gets sorted. Well, it'll get awkward if I'm just looking in, won't it? I'll leave you be then. Anything you need, just shout into the alley. Yeah, that mean I was peeping through the window. Talking about, I'm here.
I work on it.
What'd you say? You do? Easy job? Okay. You gonna go lay down? Best not keep Fred waiting. Maybe you'll be able to reason with him. Calm him down a bit. I think he could use that right now. Not an outgoing call to asshole. You oblige her and enter the office, finding Fred in the middle of a phone call. Yeah, a theft. Lock down the whole building. Makes your job a whole lot easier, doesn't it? A locked room scenario is a little intriguing, I suppose. The person on the phone, you know that voice, thin and sharp as wire, digging into just as deep, but where? But if it isn't urgent, that's not what I said, N. You're not exactly getting picked off one by one. I'll be happy to be there at the earliest convenience. Our department is very busy otherwise. Last I remembered, you couldn't solve a crossword by yourself, let alone an arcane burglary. You shouldn't expect miracles. We are just mortals, you know. Oh, excuse me. Mostly mortal. A self-satisfied laugh crackles through the receiver. It bounces off the back of your skull, ringing like tinnitus. If you show your face in my business, I'll see you later, familiar. Why did I expect anything else? After dialing all those tiny keys, too. Oh, you heard that, Beezy. Maybe don't eavesdrop while I'm trying to deal with the crisis, eh? Not that we need the ACPD's help. We'll solve this ourselves. Plan is, you find our prime suspect before the ponies get here and mess everything up. You can do that, right? It's 1 in 4. Logical deduction. Fred sneaks a not-so-subtle glance at your CV across the desk. Should be easy for a self-motivated artisan like yourself. Plus, you love coffee. That's a decent motivation to get the recipe back. Despair and anger. Right, let's put those soft skills of yours to use. Imagine I'm one of the suspects. What would you ask me? Yeah, I tried that already. Didn't work. Good instincts, but we're going to need more than that to... He stops to breathe out as much tension as he can manage. I mean, are you even trying to find the right suspect here? We need eyewitness accounts, motives, that sort of thing. Stuff like, what were you doing when the lights went out? Or, how do you feel about the familiar? Or, what's your relationship with Fred? You know? If that's what he wants while you're trapped here, that's exactly what he'll get. If you find us a prime suspect with a convincing case, I mean something thoroughly investigated, we can put things back to normal. And once he shows up, we'll need all the ammunition we can find. I know how this sounds. It's a dumb idea, but it's the best I've got right now. And if we don't do something, this place is going under. All our livelihoods are at stake here, so get out there and catch us a thief. How is it my problem that their livelihoods are on the line? Your plan went off without a hitch until it didn't. And while your boss might be paying you greater attention, he doesn't think you did it. At least not yet. And if a real detective from the ACPD is coming, no doubt they'll find out you're the thief. That is, unless you have a convincing scapegoat with evidence of a motive and the others on your side. You might be able to clock off at the end of the day without handcuffs. Until that happens, Fred's magic will keep you trapped here. So with that, your investigation begins. Not to find who did it, but to find the perfect person to blame. All right, and the demo for Spill the Beans is over. That is it. That was fantastic. I think their characters are adorable. I think the dialogue is hilarious. What did you think? This will also go on my wish list for Steam, and I can't wait until either another demo comes out or the game comes out. And I don't even play games like this, like the storybook ones where you pick, you know, your responses and you're building the story as you go. I don't even play games like this, and I really enjoyed this.